Hey guys, welcome back to the Human Performance Project. Doc Raj here. Today we're going to continue our little series on the dreaded IT band syndrome, right? Or this lateral knee pain that typically we see with runners or people that go up and down hills a lot. It's pretty predictable too, right? If you've ever had it or if you're currently experiencing it, you know, man, I can run for 1.5 miles and then every time at X number of steps, this thing is gonna light up, right? And if I don't run, it doesn't hurt, but as soon as I start running, once I get to that point, then I get that pain again, right? Or I know that if I go down hills for X number of minutes, then that's gonna start bothering me again. So last time we looked at attacking the TFL, rolling that out, stretching it, getting some circulation to those distal tissues with a lacrosse ball to help desensitize them. And if you remember, we talked about getting into our glutes as well, right? Because those affect what's going on at the iliotibial band as well. So today we're gonna mash out our glutes. We're gonna get rid of this chair here. And we're gonna use the lacrosse ball. We're gonna get in this figure 4 position, right? And we're gonna get anywhere in our glutes that's sore. So if we hang out there, we can sit right on top of it. You can put some weight in your hand and your feet. Figure 4 over there, and then just relax. Now here, this could be pretty gnarly. You can just sit here and squeeze, contract and relax. So hold, breathe in, exhale, and relax onto the ball, right? And like I said before, you can do that for cycles. Do that until you feel like you can't do it anymore. You think you're relaxed, do it again, and be like, oh, all right, maybe I can relax a little bit more. Maybe get a little bit of a shake going on. That's fine. And then you can start doing slow, controlled motions here, left and right, up and down, finding what's tender for you. You can even roll out to this outside here and get this outer quadrant, right? So right now, this ball's out here, not just here. Go wherever it is that's tender and sore for you, right? Right there's pretty gnarly for me, no pain faces though, so we'll squeeze, breathe in, hold, relax, and exhale. Ooh, that's pretty gnarly, right? So I would hang out there. Let's get at least 2 to 3 minutes there, right? Then we're gonna follow it up with a stretch since we mashed it out and relaxed a little bit. I'm just gonna use this for my knee since I'm out here in the parking lot on the cement. We're gonna get into our pigeon pose. Now, if you guys wanna stay in this kind of a pigeon, you can, that's fine. What we wanna do is bring our chest, though, over our knee for today. So if you can hold your foot down, get back here, that's fine, right? We don't want to be over the foot today. We don't want to be right over our shin. We want to bring our chest right over to our knee. Now make sure that you're hinging through your hips as well, right? And we're not just rounding our back, okay? Here. And then we can come down and sink into it. You can push your butt back and come out. That's kind of the same thing as if we were to sit here like this, grab your shin, now round your back, right? And then sit up tall. You should feel that same kind of stretch over through here. So you can do this if you want to, or our pigeon over the knee here. You guys see how those are similar? After we loosen that up, we want to go do some lateral band walks, right? We want to do that because at some point, typically what we'll see is that our glutes that stabilize here, right, aren't working so well. So if you remember that TFL does some abduction, right? Which means that it's gonna stabilize the knee out this way. And if we're running and our hip muscles, our glutes, aren't stabilizing away from this position, the accessory muscles have to kick up. And then you can see if this guy's pulling here to pull it out, then it could get a little bit irritated if it's doing that inappropriately. So if you have one of these bands, right, or some TheraBand, a quick progression, guys, is to start above the knee, right? When you're doing this, 30-degree bend at the hip, at the knee, and 30-degree bend at the hip, right? Small little step out, small little step in, slow and controlled, right? When that's easy, go down to below the knee. When that's easy, hit it at the ankles. When that's easy, go down to the feet themselves, right? All the rules apply though. No leaning, no trying to take huge steps. That's all cheating. Small little steps. If you don't have access to those, but you guys have some rogue bands, right? Some super bands here, jump stretch bands, whatever it may be, use those. Start thin. I see people trying to do this with bands that are way too big for them, right? So let's start off with a small band. These you got to be careful of, because if you bring your feet together, then the tension increases. So we start off about hip width. Crisscross your arms, so you don't have to stand there and do any funky stuff, so your arms can just stay straight. Partial squat, 30 degrees at the knees and hips. And same thing, little step out, little step in. Little step out, little step in. None of this kind of stuff, okay? Here, boom, boom. We want high reps here, because when you're running, it's not that muscle gets tired because it's weak, it doesn't have the endurance, right? You make it through however many miles before it starts bothering you, but then these guys fatigue out, oof. So we want to be starting off with sets of 15, working up to sets of 30 or so, steps in one direction, back the other way. We really want to increase the endurance of those muscles so they can do what they're supposed to do when you guys are running. Give it a shot, see how it goes, let us know, leave a comment, share, like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time, guys, on the Human Performance Project.